Good afternoon everybody, and a warm welcome to Behringer on this Friday afternoon. And today's video is one that I was going to add on to my last video, but because of the extension I said I might put it onto a separate video, and this is that separate video, and this is to do with the new additions that I've got, and also there's a minor update as well for you. So our first new addition is this long awaited Class 56 013, and it is Hornby R2645X. The X stands for that it is DCC fitted, although it will run on analog, which is how I run my layout. Basically today is a very special day. Today is my birthday, and this particular 56 I have been waiting for about 4 months, and this particular 56 came from my local model shop, and it was brand new stock. This particular item, R2645, is actually an old Hornby release, and a lot of you may be watching this thinking, oh, this has been out for ages, and the fact is it has, but trying to get hold of these is just like, it's like gold dust really. It's so difficult to get hold of, and even second hand example go for a lot of money. And I was very fortunate that my local model centre, about 4 months ago I went there and I asked them if they had any 56s, and they said they had about five of them, but because they hadn't been sold, they weren't running very well, and they had to be serviced and sent back to Hornby. And the only one that they had was BR Blue, was this particular one here, and I had to wait for ages for them to send it back and go through all the boxes before they'd send back a batch, and they finally sent it off. Hornby serviced it, sent it back, and the lighting still wasn't working properly. And this particular 56, because it's one of the early ones, had issues with the contacts, the way it was mounted to the body, and it's very difficult for the lighting to work correctly if you took the body off to fit a decoder, say for example. And for whatever the reason, the lighting wasn't working properly, so it had to be sent back again. And I had to be very patient, and lo and behold, he told me that he had it today, and it was kind of apt that I've been waiting 4 months for this loco, and it should turn up on my birthday. So fantastic stuff. I am well chuffed, because I've been looking for this for ages and ages, and the second hand example goes for just as much as a new example, so I was very fortunate. It has sprung buffers, and it's got lighting in both directions. It is all working, it is all present and correct. It's nice and smooth, and this grid is a very much welcome addition to my layout, as I have been waiting for this for a very long time. I was considering getting the large logo liveried one, which they've recently released, but me personally, I preferred the 56 in the BR Blue. I think the livery suits it better than the large logo, but that's just my own personal opinion of it, and it's absolutely fantastic and gorgeous. I love it. And now what I need to do is get a rake together for her to pull round. As you can see, just try and drag it round as well. Absolutely stunning. I'm so glad I waited, well worth the wait. And this is our first new addition. The next loco on my new additions fleet is this Hornby Class 50 and 50046 Ajax, and this is my 8th Class 50 in my fleet. I've always loved the Class 50s, it is my favourite class by far, and it is in this BR Blue large logo livery with the black roof. and this particular 50 also carried the number 46 on the marker lights on the top. There isn't much to be said about the 50s in terms of the Hornby Class 50s, because that hasn't been said already, because they are just a super loco. The detail is absolutely immaculate, and this loco has actually been run, and it's so smooth you can hardly hear it. You wouldn't even know it had an engine in it. So it is so quiet, so it'd be so good to put sound in it. But like I said, my layout is actually DC, not DCC. But she's absolutely superb. I just wanted to wait for Ajax as opposed to Vanguard. I think just because of the little 46 on the front, I think it just sort of distinguishes it and makes it look just that little bit out of the ordinary. The code for it is R3264. Like I said, it is their latest release, and this one I did actually pay full whack for, and but was well worth the money. And it's definitely different inside as well, the way it's put together as well. Richard at Everard Junction mentioned this, and it is actually true. So yeah, it's a beautiful loco, and I'm glad to have this one in my fleet also. Like I said, it's my 850, and I'm also looking to add to my 50 fleet. And I'm hoping to actually do a video special on the Class 50 at some point soon. Last and by no means least on my new Addittions fleet is this Class 47834 Firefly, and the code is 32-815, and it's from Bachmann. This particular loco sort of came out of the blue. It's been out for some time, and I've always eyed it up and would have liked to have bought it. I did have a Helgen 47 in Intercity colours, which was 47805, but I've been having issues with that particular loco for some time. And I tested some other Helgen 47s that I did have, and they didn't have any problems, and it was this particular one. So I decided to get a shot of it, and it was actually in the Intercity colours, like the one that was giving me the grief. And as it turns out, I was looking through, I think it was through Railway Modeller or one of those magazines, and it had a supplement from Addittions, as we all know. And Addittions were doing this deal on this Class 47 for £78, and I thought, for a Class 47 Bachmann, I thought, yeah, I'm going to snap this thing up. And when I sold the other one, basically it subsidised and helped pay for this particular one. So basically I've sold one Intercity 47 for another, but this is a Bachmann version, and I got rid of the Helgen Intercity Swallow. It was also an Intercity Swallow liveried 47. And this was just such a great deal. I mean, considering the prices of today for locos in general, especially Bachmanns and Hornbys, they tend to be 130, 140. To get it for £78, I think was just like a real bargain. And I just thought, yeah, I'm going to definitely get one of those. And on my last video, I was talking to you about putting the rake together, and this will be perfect. I mean, to be truthful with you, my Class 50 will run just as well with that rake behind it also. So that brings the new Addittions section to a close, and I will now get on with the quick mini layout update, which is basically extremely mini. So here we are at Morewood station, and the minuscule update basically is I've completed all the platform edging along this side, so it now runs all the way along and all the way around. This one there's actually slightly darker, so I'm just going to have to and blend it in a bit better. You can sort of see that there's an edge there, so I'm going to blend that in a little bit better. But basically I've completed all of the platform edging all the way around there, and also, like I said, I'll just show it to you from this side. you can see it as well. So that's another little odd job done and tackled. If I just come down from here, I've also managed to do platform 5 this end as well, which hadn't been completed. So I've now finished that side as well. So it's just another little task completed. So just before we go and conclude this video, I'm just going to tack on this quickly. I've been to Poundland, and I was talking to you about these Christmas lights which I bought to light up Beringer Underground Station and also Morewood Station. And basically I bought another 3 packs since they were so cheap, and I just thought I'd show them to you. And this is how they come when you take them out of the box. As it so happens, this one's actually missing the letter for Merry Christmas, and that's something, if you're actually planning to buy these ones for the Merry Christmas LEDs, then do check them, because this is the second one where one of the letters has gone missing. But in this instance I'm not that bothered because I'm not using it for that. But just to show you how it works, as you can see, the LED is poking inside the letter, and all you've got to do is just basically unplug the letter and just dash that away. So that's how they work. So if you are interested in buying these little fairy lights, and they're connected to this little battery pack here, just takes 2 AA batteries if you want to run it like that, or you can probably let's say connect it to a resistor and your 12 volt supply, and then you can run it like that. So I thought I'd just show you that. I bought another 3 packs. One of them will probably go towards Morewood Station. One is going to go to the new warehouse that I'm going to be building, which I'll probably do a scratch build, show you it as I go along, maybe tutorial type of video. So that concludes the video for this week, and thanks for watching. Feel free to comment and subscribe as always, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.